solidarity is the foundation on which all of our collective power lies. It's about building better and more powerful unions and helping more workers to unionize. Solidarity is not just the means by which we ensure that we have better working conditions, better wages, and better benefits. It is the way by which we exert our own collective power on the world in which we live. It is through our labor and the withholding of it that we exert real force on the powers that be, whether it be the boss or the government that works for the boss. Through solidarity, we can stop the attacks on our fellow workers who belong to marginalized communities. It is the way by which we can end these damn senseless, endless wars of domination.
Yeah!
But most importantly, it is the way by which we build up real workers' power, eventually leading up to a general strike, where workers can take real power into our own hands and start the process of truly changing society for the better. By making it more democratic, more equitable, more humane, a democratic socialist society. But all this begins with solidarity. We need to build it and foster it today amongst ourselves and with our fellow workers around the globe. The international working class has it within its power to create a better world for one and all. Alone, we are nothing. Together, we are unstoppable. And with that sense of solidarity in our hearts and in our minds, please join us in singing the Internationale.
Prisoners of starvation, arise, ye wretched of the earth, for reason, wonders, condemnation, and a better world's in birth. No more tradition trains shall bind us, arise in freedom, one and all. The earth will rise on new foundations, and we will wash the old ones gone. So all working people, the struggle carries on. The Internationalist unites the world in song. So comrades, come rally, for this is the time and place. The human race.
Give it up for our musicians again.
I am the co-president of the Town Hall Coalition. Our lovely Miss Froggy over here is my other co-president. So the Town Hall Coalition was born about 2 blocks that away at a protest. We had gathered as a group of individuals who looked around at this country and saw that we didn't like what was going on. So we should stand up and raise our voices. At that protest, a couple of forward-looking people looked around and they went, what if we did this together? The Town Hall Coalition was born. And that is the way we get out of the mess that we're in. Together.
Yeah.
So, if you're interested, we have literature down here. Come on down and pick it up. And hopefully we'll see you at future events.
I'm Frank Schultz. I'm also with the Town Hall Coalition. Some of you might remember I used to work for the Janesville Gazette, and I told you stories for about 30 years here. I don't do that anymore, but... I got to get closer. Anyway, let me tell you a story. We were having a protest one day, and one of our members, he's here today, was holding a flag. American flag. He was holding it, it was upside down, you know, with the stars down. It's a recognized symbol of protest and of distress, and people of all kinds have used it over the years. But this guy drove by, he was so angry, he was yelling out of his car, you gotta fix that flag. I'm a veteran, you gotta fix that flag. And he came over and he stopped, and our friend with the flag went over to talk to him and explained to him what he was doing, and they had a civil conversation. Excuse me. And meanwhile, I'm standing off to the side, and one of our members comes up and she says to me, "What was that guy yelling?" And I said, "He's yelling, you got to fix that flag." And she thought for a second, and she said, "Well, we're trying." I'm glad that worked. Let me get my notes here for a second. So, I'm here to tell you that that flag upside down was an act of patriotism. It was patriotic. There are other things over here that are patriotic. Advocating for peace, that's patriotic. Yes. Advocating for an equitable system of taxation is patriotic, where people pay their fair share. Keeping our young people from dying in unnecessary wars is really patriotic. And workers' rights, patriotic as all get out. Thank you very much. Solidarity.
This song is a tribute to the partisans who fought against the fascist Italian government during World War II. It's called Bella Ciao. Outside my window, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Take my senses into the sunlight, oh, there are things that I must do. Oh, wish me luck now, I have to leave you. Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. With my friends now, I'll come a city. We're gonna shake the gates of hell. Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. There is sunlight, it's not the sunshine. And wish the bastards drop down dead. Next time you see me, I may be smiling. Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Be in prison, or on the TV, for there is sunlight, drag me here. Is waking outside my window. Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Take to the sunlight, for there are things that I must do.
All right, our last speaker for today, she is the state representative from District 76, which covers most of Madison. She is also running for governor right now. Please give it up for Francesca Hong.
Can we give it up one more time for our musicians in our band? Oh, yeah. Happy May Day, y'all. I'm State Representative Francesca Hong, and it is an honor to share space with you folks. You know, I come to you as a proud daughter of immigrants and an even prouder service industry worker and single mom. Shout out to all my fellow line cooks and bartenders. Yeah! And I'm also tired. Yeah! We are tired of corporate greed taking over. We are tired of corruption rooted in all systems of government right now. We are tired of working class people struggling, multiple jobs. Our farmers, they don't get to feed people anymore. Corporate monopoly is taken over. And in this state, we've seen an authoritarian Republican legislature continue to strip away our rights, our freedoms, and power from working class people.
Whoa!
But there's something happening here, y'all. All across the state, and I've traveled to the north, south, east, west, central Wisconsin, working class people are starting to stand up.
Yes!
Working class people are demanding better.
Yes!
And working class people know we deserve better.
Yes!
We have an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity this year to flip the legislature and to ensure that we don't come back to these moments and instead we build a Wisconsin that belongs to everyone. We need to repeal Act 10 and put a stake in it. We need to ensure that we reinstate prevailing wage and we get rid of that right to work bullshit. Because workers deserve a union, not exploitation. Because workers deserve courage, not capitulation from their politicians. And because workers deserve to live a life of dignity and ensure that in this state, we can start building systems of care and not profit. We can start prioritizing working class people and not massive corporations and the billionaires who continue to get their tax breaks off of our work. It is time to revolutionize in this state who holds power and who that power answers to.
Yes!
I'm talking about universal child care.
Hell yeah!
Taxing the billionaires.
Yeah!
Fully funding our public schools.
Yeah!
And health care for everyone that is accessible, high quality, and fair. We deserve fairness from our government. We deserve politicians who will stand up for human rights and stand against genocide.
Hell yeah!
And when we have worker power, we have a stronger democracy. And we need that right now. And it needs to come from all of us. The movement is growing. This movement moment, what's happening right here, we're taking part in that. And when we come together and build community, when we take care of our neighbors, when we show up and build this resistance, we're building that power because fascism doesn't want us to do that. Fascism doesn't want us to have joy. So when we come together and we have brilliant musicians sharing their talents, when we have folks ensuring that our kids can have the shared future that they deserve, when we're thinking about how we can help each other have better lives. Your politicians, they should absolutely be working for you so that we can do that together. I thank you all so much for showing up for one another, for being a part of this movement. Solidarity.
All right, let's hear it one last time for Francesca Hong and all of our other amazing speakers, for the band. Let's also hear it for you guys for coming out today.
Strong